we'll get right into the meeting now. The Commissioner's Office is requesting the Board approve and execute the minutes for the meeting of September 21st, 2021. Motion, please.
I'll make that motion. Second.
Commissioner Blair?
Yes.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner Moore?
Yes. Gary, you want to explain number 2?
Actually?
Right. Gary,
Oh,
yeah.
Myers is here.
Hey. All right.
Good morning.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So every year, the court recognizes all the adoptions that take place within a 12-month period. And we like to celebrate and have them return for a finalization hearing. And also to recognize all of the children who have been adopted throughout the past year as something that's just magical for the community and brings us all together. We also partner with Excavating Family, which is a post-adoption resource. They create individualized book bags with the child's initials on it. Also send some gifts as well. We partner with CASA. They donate a book. We also partner with Job and Family Services and Catholic Charities.
So do you keep numbers or stats on how many adoptions there are each year, or how do they?
We've processed about 20 adoptions this year,
Mhm.
one finalization this morning.
Okay, super.
I'll make that motion.
That's awesome. Second.
Commissioner Blair?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner Moore?
Yes.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Two outside of the sheet.
Okay. One more signature.
Yeah.
Just at the top. Alrighty, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Maintenance?
Morning, how are y'all?
Good.
The first one's for painting contract. That's gonna be an open, get some painting done throughout the county. We're trying to get some painting done at the clerk of courts.
We're at the courthouse.
Good.
Sound like Joe Biden. Kidding, don't fall asleep. So, is this for at the courthouse or down here?
This is gonna be for everywhere, this contract I made for everywhere.
Yeah, but we're not painting.
Except down here.
Okay, yeah.
We're not needing anything down here.
Yeah.
So, trying to get it so that we can do some painting up there.
And so we're
Thanksgiving
constantly freshening up different spots as you go, and this, over the next couple of years, you'll be using, so whenever something pops up, you can utilize this.
Correct.
Okay,
Yes,
Okay.
this is for a 1-year contract.
1 year, okay. Very
You
good.
got two on here, Dawn.
It says 2, but I was just.
It
Oh,
says
okay.
2 years.
I got it mixed up with another one.
So is it 2
Let
or?
me wake
No.
up.
Yeah.
This one is a 2-year.
Okay.
2 years.
And have we done business with these guys before? Or they
No,
were-
we have not.
No?
It's taken me over a year to find a painter.
Really?
Yes.
Just because they're so busy?
They're very, very busy. So.
But this is gonna be kind of,
I'm-
last minute call, you'll be calling them, popping up
Correct.
periodically.
Correct. Coming in, I'll have them check out an area, give me a quote, and
Mhm.
go from there.
Okay. Did we go out to bid for this then?
No,
No?
no, when I've been trying to get quotes for
Just
over
get
a
people
year.
to even bid on
Yes.
this? Okay, okay.
Is there a motion on this?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Blair?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner Moore?
Yes.
Good.
Number 4?
Number 4 is the MOU, excuse me, with Metzenbaum turning over the building out there. This is gonna be used for, half of it's gonna be used for Department on Aging, and then whatever's decided down the road for the other half of the building.
Okay.
The way this MOU is set up is with the Department on Aging using half and up to what the commissioners decide to put into that other half of the building, the warehouse side.
Okay, where's the,
More or less formalizing that it's no longer going to be a Metzenbaum building. It's going to be, even though it's
even though all the Metzenbaum buildings are still technically commissioners' buildings,
Mhm.
this is formalizing that we'll now be responsible for that building
It's
and
in,
surrounding area.
and have access to it, so we'll be maintaining it, and,
Yes.
I mean, that we are anyway, right, in a roundabout way.
In a roundabout way, yeah.
So,
You just put the responsibility on the me now from Metzenbaum. Thank you.
where's this MOU?
No problem.
I haven't seen
That's
it.
what,
It's right here.
It's right here.
Oh, okay. If we had time to review it, or who's,
Laura's reviewed it, it's gone through the whole process.
Did we write it, or who
Yeah.
wrote it?
Yes. I started it, Laura adjusted it, Metzenbaum just agreed with it. There's
Mhm.
no comments from
Okay.
Is there a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yeah.
Commissioner DeWort.
Yes.
Number 5 is for hunting for Jacob to be hunting on the county property that's down there by the wastewater plant. This is bow hunting only because of the golf course and everything down there.
Mhm. So, second, is there, do we let anybody else, if they ask, they can go?
If they ask.
Yeah, so it isn't just
we
exclusive?
We bring it up through the commissioners and
Okay.
everything, so
Okay.
they have to have insurance and the whole works.
Okay, great.
So that's the biggest problem for a lot of these folks is getting the liability insurance.
Is that Jake,
Property.
the hunt club?
Yes.
That's Jacob? Is that who it
Jake,
is?
yes,
Yeah.
Jacob.
Okay.
And just for formalization, make sure that everybody knows, Sean Maruna and Benny Blotchak are water resources employees. Jake used to be years ago, but he's not anymore.
Oh, okay.
So just so you know what you're
But anybody can,
Yeah,
anybody
they-
can ask.
So they know the area.
They've been doing,
Yes.
what's this, their third year
Yes.
or so?
Yes. And it's kind of nice to have them down there, because they walk the property, and if they see something that's messed up, they come back, they give me a call right away.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
They can tell you how many tree stands have been built
Yeah.
last year,
Yeah.
in the last couple of months.
So, matter of fact, they, last year, they informed me about 2 tree stands back there, so we went back there and looked at it. So, it's from Butternut Road, it's right on the property
Mm.
line. So, it's them neighbors over there, so I just had a nice talk with them, just saying, hey, listen, you know, I understand it's on your property, but you're right here, this is where the line is at, so don't be throwing your trash over here. So,
Okay.
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yep.
Commissioner DeWort.
Yes. Thank you, Glenn.
Yep, you all have a good day.
Adrian. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, today's financials include an appropriations transfer from the Commissioner's operating transfers out account to Building Department's contract services account to cover increases needed in their plan review contracts to the end of the year. Another transfer from the Commissioner's contingency account to the engineer's general fund payroll accounts to cover operations to year end. And a supplemental from Water Resources Bainbridge Water Project Fund in their project contracts account in preparation for a certification and encumbrance. Among the other financials is a cash transfer from the general fund to community development for the remainder of their fourth quarter 2021 funding commitment. Among the encumbrances are an increase from the commissioners to Downey's Independence for change orders number 7 and 8 for revisions to the building for AV and IT related equipment. Travel requests from the auditor to attend the 2021 County Auditor Association of Ohio's Winter Conference. Then and now's from Municipal Court to Jerry Mitchell Tharp for appointed counsel fees not previously encumbered, and the Prosecutor's Office to Grant and O'Malley Company LLP for special prosecutor fees not previously encumbered, and purchase order from Water Resources for a new model year 2021 Dodge Ram 1500 extended cab 4x4. Among the vouchers are $29,071 from the Commissioner's Office to NV5 Incorporated for owners' representative services rendered in October, and $62,948 from the Engineer's Office to Southeastern Equipment for an Alamo Samurai boom mower. And among the remaining financials are revenue certifications from the Auditor, the Commissioner's Office, Board of DD, JFS, and Water Resources for additional revenue to be received in 2021. That was a lot.
Yeah.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yeah.
Commissioner DeWart.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Morning.
Item 7 on the agenda is requesting the board approve and execute change order number 1 and final, decreasing the contract with the Aeromark Company for the application of polyester pavement markings for the 2021 contract in the amount of $3,228.24.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier.
Aye.
Yep.
Commissioner DeWart.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
This one's first.
Morning, Kathleen.
All right. First, we have, we're asking permission to execute the contract with Woodford Excavating for the Bainbridge Township Waterline Extension and Closure Project in the amount of $1,315,237.
Motion.
Yeah, we,
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Commissioner DeWart.
yes. When will they start?
As soon as possible. Next step is we have to get a PO, then they can start, so there's a couple more weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. We're hoping to get it started before the end of the year, because it's a winter project.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 9?
Next up, we have, we're requesting the board approve and execute resolution number 21-140, declaring the official intent and reasonable expectation of the Geauga County Board of Commissioners on behalf of the state of Ohio to reimburse its water resources fund for the Aquila wastewater treatment plant upgrade with the proceeds of the tax exempt debt of the state of Ohio.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yep.
Commissioner DeWart.
Yes.
Okay, next, requesting the board accept the resignation of Todd Palovic. He's our electrician, effective November 14th.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Commissioner DeWart.
Yes.
We're also requesting the board approve the revised organizational chart. We'd like to add an additional maintenance worker under the supervisor M&O out at the garage, effective today.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Commissioner DeWart.
Yes.
Is Steve in today?
Not right now, his wife is having some
Oh, okay.
surgery,
Okay,
so
okay.
he'll be in later.
Okay.
Next, we're requesting the board increase the current posting we have for maintenance worker from 1 to 2 positions, and these positions will remain posted until filled.
Okay.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Aye.
Commissioner DeWart.
Yes.
And finally, requesting the board approve the hiring of Anthony Pacifico to the position of maintenance worker, which is the current open position, at the rate of $18.54 to be effective November 22nd with a 1-year probationary period.
So moved. Second.
Commissioner Spillier.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Commissioner DeWart.
Yes.
Hey, thank you.
Next up is the.
Andy. This is Culver Road, we are just past.
Yes, this is water resources for the Commissioner's office. This is the resolution.
Okay. Good morning.
Last of 3
Yeah.
for Washington Street vacation. Here for 2, 4
We're doing order.
The order, there it is. Find the number. Resolution of order. Vacation, public highway.
Can you speak up a little bit?
Vacation of public right-of-way upon a portion of Washington Street, Township Road 47, Waterline Township, Geauga County. Pursuant to 5553, 45 revised code. Number 14.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Commissioner DeWart.
Yes.
And following that is request that board approve and execute the plat for Washington Street, Township Road 47. Portion of 60 feet wide location located in track 2, section 5, lot 3, Auburn Township, Geauga County, Ohio. Number 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Commissioner DeWart.
Yes.
And
Fantastic.
that completes our
That's a good one.
3 road vacations.
That's number 3, use the charm. So, if you sign that, I will take that and get it recorded. This is the meeting.
With that magic marker
Jordan.
in the middle.
If I can get this thing.
So do you think we have more on the horizon, vacations?
There's seemingly.
Yeah.
Hospital rather. It's not-
Oh, yeah, right.
It'll come to you first.
Right.
It's at the township level right now, they make the decisions.
And that's usually where they derive from. But do you try and, you know,
Can you put-
pinpoint or find ones out there to kind of,
When you come across
November.
and you'll
situation
suggest
where
like,
it's-
hey, maybe this one? Yeah.
We'll say, do you really need this?
Yeah.
It's kind of clean the books, kind of.
Especially if there's some, you know, additional cost that's been going into those for a long time that's not being utilized.
Potential.
Or potential costs, yeah, yeah.
That's probably the best way. to-
Yeah, the bridge, yep.
And then there's a benefit too, such as Hampton Hills, cleaned it up to the point where not to be put into a development situation where it's for benefits of the county.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Tax base in general. Land that can be, not, it can't be used effectively.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying there's not gonna be more.
Okay.
It's not this year.
You can take it with you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Roll that out. Oh, yeah,
Got it?
I'll hear it right a little bit.
Yep.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yep.
The next item is a resolution, it's to create a policy and to adopt the policy on indigent defense fees. This is for when we have followed through and there's been a defendant who has been claimed to be indigent, and we have processed and paid for their defense, and then we find out that they have not been, they weren't indigent, and should be. This is the policy to recoup the funds that we have put out to them. And then, in most cases, if that would happen, it would have been after we had already received the reimbursement from the state. So in that policy, it says that if we have received the reimbursement from the state public defender, it will reimburse the state for these funds.
Okay.
This is with regards to the recent budget where
Change,
it went
yeah.
up to 100% reimbursement.
Right.
The state asked for all the counties to put these policies together. So
Okay. Excellent.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Spitaler?
Aye.
Mr. Lund?
Yes.
Mr. DeWart?
Yes. Go ahead and read that
Oh, you want me to
resolution.
read it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll keep this one for right now.
Okay.
Resolution in honor and respect of America's veterans this November 11th, Veterans Day. Whereas World War I, known as the Great War, officially ended when the Treaty of Versailles was signed June of 1919. However, 7 months prior, an armistice was signed and went into effect on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, November 11th, 1918, and is often referred to as the end of the war to end all wars. Whereas November 11th, 1919, President Wilson proclaimed the first commemoration of Armistice Day. To us in America, the reflections of Armistice Day will be filled with solemn pride in the heroism of those who died in the country's service and with great gratitude for the victory. Whereas May 13th, 1938, an act was approved causing November 11th to be deemed a legal holiday, thus making the day be dedicated to the cause of world peace and thereafter be known as Armistice Day. However, that act was amended June 1st, 1954, causing the day to be known as Veterans Day, and became a day to honor American veterans of all wars. Whereas November 11th is a day that all Americans should take pause and say thank you as a way to honor and respect all those that have served, that have fought, and for those that continue to fight every day for our freedoms, for their love of country, and their sacrifice for the common good. Whereas on this day, every day, and especially on November 11th, we say thank you for your dedication, your bravery, your fight, and for our freedom. Now therefore be resolved that the Geauga County Board of Commissioners do hereby honor and respect all of America's veterans for their sacrifices they made and continue to make in defending our nation, and ask that the residents of Geauga County show their support and honor our veterans by saying thank you for your service. Be it further resolved that this resolution becomes part of the permanent record of the Board of Commissioners of Geauga County, Ohio.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer.
Yes.
The next item is just an update to the board regarding our Phase 2 portion of the buildings. And they did receive, we had gone out for our request for qualifications for design services and for owner's representative services. They came in on Friday. I think it's Friday that they're due. We did receive 2 statements of qualifications for architect design services. One was then design, and they submitted both the electronic and the hard copies they required, and R.E. Warner Associates, and they submitted both of those. We over the next week or so I'll be reviewing through those to see who we make the recommendation, and do have copies if
What was the second one?
R.E. Warner Associates. They're out of the west side. I forget exactly where. West side. And then on the owner's representative, the statements of qualifications submitted, we received from NV5, Panzica, Construction Support Solutions, IAP, and GPD. IAPs we will not be reviewing because they failed to follow the requirements of the statement, submitting the statement of qualifications. So they will not be reviewed, but the other 4 will be reviewed.
What was the name of the one not being reviewed?
IAP, I forget what the initial stands for.
Okay.
So they failed to submit the electronic copies that they were supposed to submit.
Okay. Yeah, so you'll be getting those to us to look at?
Yeah, I'll get those to you to review and comment on, and hopefully have a decision for next Tuesday.
Need a motion.
We have to move to recess.
Motion on that.
There's no motion, it was just a discussion.
Okay. So number 19, the Commissioner's Office is requesting the board move to recess to move their meeting to 470 Center Street, Building 8, to reconvene to hold an executive session for the purpose of discussion details related to security in accordance with Ohio Revised Code 121.22 G6 as approved within Resolution 21-137 to establish location of the executive session. So we are now in recess.
Did you, Jerry, did you get any more information on what this meeting's about?
It's
Just security, like
it's
in
the
general?
security of the.
Tomorrow night,
We
They
just
didn't
have to
tell you?
decide
bring the Afghans.
Before you guys come down there, so you know you're.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
They'll probably
we're
can't,
down there.
but
Okay.
I'm gonna be here. It's in the newspaper.
No, we'll just do